Alright, what's going on YouTube? How the fuck are we doing? You know, I want to be honest when I make this video. Here goes. I'm going to be real and authentic and truthful and as honest as always when I make these videos. Okay, here's the truth. Over these past couple days, I haven't been as true to myself, I haven't been honest to myself, and I've been doubting myself. And you're probably like, Steph, why the fuck are you doubting yourself after everything you've battled, after everything you've come through? And if you're new to this channel, I'm not going to explain it because I'm going to make a giant testimony video on it, but I will get straight into this. You know what? Here's the truth. I want this, if there's anything I want you to take from this channel, it's going to be this message right here. A lot of people think they can be confident in themselves. A lot of people think they can embrace themselves when they've done something to feel worthy of doing that, or whether they feel like they've come off of a skyrocket day, whether you got a new haircut or, you know, I don't know, a girl agreed to go on a date with you. I don't really know what it is, or maybe you just finally hit a milestone in life where you always saw that you could get. You did something really good and you're proud of yourself, and now you think you're worthy of being that most authentic and best version of yourself I guess you can be. But you know what I've realized, especially as I've started this channel, you're never ever gonna be your truest self if you think you need to feel worthy of being that, if you think you need to do something to feel accomplished. I want you to know the truth. When I was fucked, like basically as a teenager, you know, bullied pretty much all the time, no one really respected me. No one really saw my worth. And because of everything they said and how they made me feel, I believed it. And I'm not gonna make an excuse, but I will say the truth. Like being a kid and being an outcast, because I was already different from the crowd. Like I couldn't have asked my younger self to do anything. That was all he had. Like he didn't have any tools, he didn't have a support system, especially from coming from an emotionally dysregulated, I'm talking a ridiculous, fucked up household. Like, what do you expect? But anyway, that's not the point. So here's the story, you know. Even as a kid, I always believed in myself and my potential. I knew that I was meant for something big on this planet. I didn't know what it was, but I knew I was gonna do amazing things. So I never gave up on myself. I was never gonna drink. I never sold myself out. And even when I was getting bullied, I still stood up for myself to the best of my capability. And it's kind of gotten me to where I am today. And you know what I've realized throughout this whole journey and throughout this whole process? Nothing in your life will ever fucking happen if you don't know who you are to the core and if you don't truly believe in yourself. You know, I made the mistake of always kind of, I guess, look for reassurance to validate who I was to the core. I used to kind of look externally to say, oh yeah, I remember when that happened, that's a reference point for me, or see what I did, that is proof. Okay, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. But the point is, I used to constantly seek comfort and reassurance so I could, in a way, have permission to be myself. But you know what? If there's one thing I want to tell you in this video, nothing's ever going to happen if you're not yourself. You have to be yourself. You have to self-believe. I could go on and on and on about this topic, but it's true. Your belief in yourself and knowing who you are to the core, I'm telling you, that's already what separates you. Everyone is gonna tell you shit. Everyone's gonna give you shit. It doesn't matter what you do on this planet. It doesn't matter how far you come. It doesn't matter what you achieve. I can promise you, nothing is ever going to make you feel the way you feel like you need to be to truly be yourself and step into the version of yourself you're supposed to be. You do that right now, as of now, on this, as I'm saying this video. Whether you look like shit, whether you feel like shit, whatever's going on, it doesn't matter, because who you are to the core is the very own essence. And if you truly believe in the individual you are, like if you know deep down, like me, you have so much prowess and capability to do big things, it doesn't matter anything else on this planet. Whether you achieved anything or not, as long as you genuinely know who you are to the core and believe in yourself, that is going to take you. You'll be able to move mountains. And that is the truth. I've experienced it and I've proved it to myself many, many times. And that's the message I wanted to say in this video. Know who the fuck you are and believe in yourself. Because if you cannot do that, you failed. I promise you, if you cannot do that, you failed. Every single thing on this planet is a mindset. And if you don't have the right mindset to truly know who you are and believe in yourself and affirm that every single day, there's nothing in the world that can help you, my friend. And that is the cold-hearted truth. So I don't know who this needed to help. I don't know. But I do know this needed to help someone. As always, stay dedicated and never give the fuck up. Minor setbacks, major comebacks. And I will see you on the next one.